Kim Soo-hyun, one of South Korea's most beloved stars, is facing the biggest controversy of his career. But what does the public really think? And how will this affect his future? Stay tuned because we're diving deep into the shocking details that have kept the media buzzing and fans divided. Is Kim Soo-hyun's spotless reputation about to shatter? Allegations have surfaced, and no one saw this coming. Could this be the end of his career, or is it just another bump in the road for the star of It's Okay to Not Be Okay? Let's uncover the truth behind the headlines. The allegations. In March 2025, the South Korean entertainment industry was rocked to its core. Rumors began to swirl across social media platforms, allegations that Kim Soo-hyun, one of the most admired and highest-paid actors in Korea, had been romantically involved with actress Kim Sae-ron while she was still underage. It started with a cryptic tweet from an anonymous user, claiming to have insider knowledge of a secret relationship that began years earlier, well before Kim Sae-ron reached the age of consent. Screenshots, blurred photos, and unverified chat logs quickly followed. Within hours, hashtags like #Kim Soo-hyun controversy and #Protect Kim Sae-ron were trending across Twitter, Instagram, and even TikTok. Now, let's be clear, there was no solid proof. But in the court of public opinion, especially in South Korea's hyper-connected digital landscape, accusations alone can be enough to destroy a career. Kim Soo-hyun's agency moved quickly. In an official statement, they strongly denied the rumors, claiming that the relationship only began after Kim Sae-ron was legally of age, and that the two had maintained a professional distance until then. But the public wasn't satisfied. Why? Because the timeline seemed fuzzy. Some netizens dug up old behind-the-scenes videos, pointing out subtle body language and suggestive comments. Others began questioning why the two had been spotted together off-set at private locations as far back as 2021. Suddenly, the internet was flooded with evidence, fan theories, and even edited videos designed to sway opinions. For many fans, the news felt like a betrayal. Kim Soo-hyun wasn't just an actor, he was a symbol of purity, humility, and class. Ever since his breakout roles in Dream High, My Love from the Star, and It's Okay to Not Be Okay, he had cultivated a reputation as the ideal man, someone untouched by scandal, someone you could trust. But now, that image was crumbling. And it leads to a very uncomfortable question. Can we truly separate the actor from the man behind the roles? Is it fair to hold celebrities to impossible standards, or is it necessary when their influence shapes entire generations? As debates flared on forums and news channels, one thing became clear. This wasn't just about one alleged relationship. This was about power dynamics, the vulnerability of rising female stars, and the way the entertainment industry handles taboo topics. Even though Kim Soo-hyun had spoken out, the damage had already taken root. Sponsorship deals went silent. Variety shows quietly pulled his upcoming guest appearances. And while some fans defended him fiercely, others started unfollowing in droves. This was no longer a matter of whether the allegations were true. It was about perception. And once perception shifts in the public eye, the fall from grace can be brutal. But wait, there's more. The consequences of this scandal have been massive, both for his personal life and career. Let's talk about the brands who are already distancing themselves from him. The fallout. When scandal hits in South Korea, it doesn't just make the headlines. It shakes the very foundation of an actor's career. And for Kim Soo-hyun, the fallout came fast and hard. Before the dust even settled on the initial accusations, brands that once proudly displayed his face were suddenly wiping him from their pages like he never existed. Prada, a brand he had a high-profile partnership with, was one of the first to take action. Their decision to remove Kim Soo-hyun from their ambassador list was swift and silent, no formal announcement, no statement. Just gone. Fans noticed the change overnight, and the internet lit up with speculation. Was this damage control or a quiet admission of guilt? It didn't stop there. Dinto, a luxury cosmetics brand, followed suit. Promotional materials vanished from billboards, social media ads were pulled, and their website was scrubbed clean of his image. Even Jeju Air, yes, the very airline that had partnered with Kim Soo-hyun for over a decade, cut ties, replacing his long-running campaign visuals with fresh, controversy-free faces. Imagine the scale of loss here, not just in public image, but in real money. We're talking about millions of dollars in endorsement deals vanishing in days. And in a country where public perception is everything, this kind of silent rejection by brands speaks volumes. It signals to fans, to media, and to fellow actors that Kim Soo-hyun's once bulletproof reputation was now fragile. But the shockwave didn't end with corporate sponsors. TV networks began to feel the heat. Variety shows that had already recorded interviews with Kim Soo-hyun suddenly postponed airing. Rumors even spread that one drama production team was re-evaluating a future casting involving him. Now here's where it gets interesting. Not everyone turned against him. A large portion of his international fanbase, especially across Southeast Asia, Japan, and Latin America, came to his defense. Hashtags like #Stan with Kim Soo-hyun and #Innocent Until Proven popped up across platforms. They demanded fairness, citing the lack of concrete evidence and reminding the public that assumptions don't equal truth. Still, the pressure in South Korea was intense. And it wasn't just about the accusations, it was about image, legacy, and trust. This scandal forced fans to rethink everything they thought they knew about him. And for Kim Soo-hyun, who had spent years crafting an almost flawless persona, this scandal was a punch to the gut. Because when you've built a brand on being untouchable, any crack in the image feels like a full collapse footsie. The comeback. Just when it seemed like Kim Soo-hyun's career was spiraling, he did something bold. He didn't disappear. He didn't retreat to a quiet countryside home like many fallen stars. Instead, he stood tall and came back fighting. In April 2025, barely weeks after the scandal broke, Kim Soo-hyun posted a rare, emotional video on his personal platform. No flashy editing, no PR team polish, just him, sitting in a simple chair, staring directly into the camera. His voice was steady, but his eyes said it all. He was hurt, disappointed, but ready to face the world. "I've made mistakes," he said, "but I will not let lies define my journey." That line hit fans hard. Within hours, the video racked up millions of views. The comments section was flooded with emotional responses, some supportive, some skeptical. But what was undeniable was this: the world was listening again. Then came the unexpected move: a surprise appearance at a charity event for youth mental health, a cause he'd long supported but never used for publicity. No press invitation, no grand entrance. Just Kim Soo-hyun, showing up quietly, donating generously, and spending hours speaking with fans and volunteers. Photos from the event were shared by attendees, not media teams, and that authenticity struck a chord. Shortly after, whispers started circulating. Netflix was still in talks with Kim Soo-hyun for a new thriller series titled The Fracture. Industry insiders claimed the streaming giant believed in his global appeal and was willing to bet on a comeback. And they weren't wrong. The moment the rumor leaked, Twitter exploded. International fans begged for the series to move forward, flooding Netflix Korea's social handles with demands. Back home, things were more cautious, but change was in the air. Major media outlets that once criticized him began softening their tone. Journalists started calling the scandal a test of endurance, rather than a career ender. Some even praised Kim's grace under pressure, noting that many stars in similar positions would have vanished into hiding. But Kim? He chose to face the fire, and somehow, he was coming out of it stronger.